The government wants you pregnant. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this new war on women's reproductive rights. This is something we've talked about for a long time. And pretty much the discussion that we always have is conservatives versus non-conservatives. It's abortion's murder versus no, it's not. It's my body, my choice. And that is the conversation. We have not looked to the government and kind of questioned, well, why do you want us pregnant? Like, we know they think it's murder, but like, what do you get out from all of this? What do you get from me being pregnant? Like, how are you benefiting from this? The bottom line is that they want us to perpetuate poorness. Now that is a conversation we have been having in a lot of different ways, over the past few years, several years even, why the government wants us poor. They want us poor because, we'll be living off of a not livable wage, getting paid $7 an hour, maybe a little more. So we're struggling. So we, cannot get up out of a bad place. They thrive off of cheap labor. It's not just the government, it's the CEOs, the billionaires, the multimillionaires. They get the most out of our suffering. And now that we have seen how the government is aligning with multimillionaire billionaires, we can really see this to be true. They want us poor. They thrive off of us being poor. So how does our reproductive rights come into play with this? It comes into play because if we are getting pregnant before we're ready and before against our will, then we're not going to be ready for a child. We're not going to be financially ready for a child. Therefore, we're perpetuating poorness. You have no savings, you have no support. You do not have a good enough paying job to really support a child. You're going to be poor. And your child will be poor. And you won't be able to afford to educate them. So they will stay poor doing, living off of minimum wage, a little bit above minimum wage. It is so hard to get up out of a bad place, and they do that on purpose. We have seen these conversations happening. I don't need to get into it. I just am getting into, what can we do to ensure that they do not get us pregnant before we are ready? Get on birth control. They are going after abortion. They've been going after abortion, and we will vote and we will protest forever and always. But, get on birth control. Their power is to make sure we get pregnant and we cannot terminate the pregnancy. So, let's make that impossible. Get on the pill. Get an implant, get a copper IUD, get a hormonal IUD, whatever works for you, do it. Right now, do it. If you cannot be on birth control for health reasons, then I need you to practice safe sex, stock up on Plan B, and I need you to get ridiculously educated on your reproductive health. Because again, they do not educate you in our schools. They want you to be dumb and stupid with intimacy, so you get knocked up. So educate yourself, learn how your body works, learn about the 4 phases of your cycle, when you're most fertile, how that works. Get educated. That is your power. Get educated. Take away men's ability to get you pregnant against your will. And, for as long as we have access to abortion, we will use that. But, right now, those are 2 things that you can do to take away their power. That's pretty much it. They want us fighting amongst ourselves about, the morality of abortion and, birth control, and is that even considered murder? They want us to have these discussions that don't mean anything, so we're not questioning, hey, why do they want us pregnant? Hey, why do they want us to stay poor? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And, like I said, there have been so many discussions about why they want us uneducated and why they want us why they won't give us a livable wage, and it all comes down to they want us poor. They want the middle and the lower classes affected the most by this because we perpetuate the poorness, because we cannot get out of this place if we are educated with good paying jobs, if we are smart with our money, with how we spend, with how we decide to have children and when's the best time, because then they can't take advantage of us. That's what they want. They want to take advantage of us. And making sure we get pregnant when we're not ready and against our wills is a way that they do that. So yeah, that's pretty fucking horrifying, right? So this is the conversation that we need to be having. We can't keep arguing amongst ourselves. It is not right versus left. Seriously, it is up versus down. There's been a really big conversation about that happening right now, and we need to apply it to all aspects of our life. How does up versus down affect all of these discussions that we need to be having through different problems that we have as a country? And reproductive rights, we need to apply it here as well. Why do they want us pregnant, and how do we take away their power to get us pregnant? This is it. Let's start the conversation. Let's talk about it. What can we do? I just gave some reasons. Let's give some more ways to take away their power. Yeah, and I'm not saying all this stuff to be like, don't have kids. I'm just saying, like, be smart when you have kids. Be smart with your finances. Practice good spending habits, so you don't have to learn things the hard way when you have a child. That's all I'm going to speak on about that, because I'm not a mother and I am not pregnant. So can't really contribute to that conversation there. But yeah, let's just reframe this conversation, because all these other conversations are being reframed. Let's reframe ours as well.